I'm Nikki Cimino. I work for Trailhead Institute in Denver, and I am the operations manager. The number one advice I would give is create a checklist. It sounds so simple, but so many organizations overlook it. We did as well initially. And the things you want on the checklist are the things that are going to keep your onboarding standardized. So you need to know what needs to be done, who's going to be doing it, what is the timeline during which it needs to be done, and those are the standardized things. Then what you do is create that checklist for each new employee and add in the specific things that they're going to need. So a bookkeeper is going to need a bookkeeper is going to need a different onboarding process than a CEO. They're going to get the same welcome lunch, they're going to fill out the same paperwork, they're going to find the same space, take the same tours. But a CEO is going to need to meet people in a different way than the bookkeeper is going to need meet people. One of the biggest benefits we've found is that everyone knows their roles now. Before, people sort of knew, okay, I need to talk with IT, but then maybe the supervisors already talked to IT, or I need to tell them about payroll. Well, maybe finance has already talked to them about payroll. So now we have designated roles that everyone understands and knows what part they play. And so nobody's stepping on other people's toes. There's no duplicated information. People are just really able to focus on what they're doing. Supervisors are really involved with their employees. So when they set up that one-on-one time, the first one-on-one is to really set up the employee's goals and what the expectations are, and they review the job description again, just to say, I know it's been a while since you applied for the job. Here are the main things that you'll be doing. Here are the main ways that we can help you do this. We've been using our performance review process, which we've updated since I took the class at Employers Council, and we have goals that each employee sets. And so, as I said, within the first couple weeks, we have them fill out this goals worksheet with their supervisor to sort of set the pace for the next year. The most recent new employee let me know that it was actually a really easy process for her. She said at previous places, your first day you just learn everything and you hit the ground running, and if you don't know what you don't know, you figure it out. And she said she really appreciated that she was given time to just sit at her desk and process and write down a list of questions she had, and she already knew who to go to. So she was able to pop in and say, okay, I know you told me this before, but, and she said she really emphasized the processing part, just taking that time instead of going home and thinking about everything you learned, to sit at your desk and look around you and say, okay, here are the things I need to know. How can I get these answers? This is a huge, huge part of making your organization stand out. And if you don't consistently keep in mind that if you only treat onboarding as 1 week, 2 weeks tops, you might not retain employees. You might have people who say, nobody really cares about me at this organization. Nobody really tried to integrate me. Everybody kind of forgot about me after a month, and they're going to be more likely to leave. So if you really want to take your culture seriously, if you really want to keep your high retention rates, then you need to do good onboarding.